different style. The other one's a wagon.
Yeah, this one's a sedan.
There's some sort of little boy that I see hopping up and down in there.
Really now?
Oh yeah.
You want to repeat that for the
Yeah,
camera?
yeah. There's some sort of like little boy that I see hopping around in there, and I don't know why, who he is or what he's doing. I don't even know if it's just a.
Yeah.
But
I think it's residual on both of these.
But I see like this little, like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years old, jumping up and down in the back seat.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to hurry up.
That's just really weird.
It is weird.
But kind of
That's very interesting, Bob.
But kind of cool.
That's just temperature.
Yeah, and it's cooler.
Disregard.
Yeah, another Hillman.
That one's a 59 Hillman. I misspoke on the one in the back. I think it was I think that one's a 60 something Hillman.
Okay.
Boy jumping around in the back of that car.
Yeah, some cute little like 6 or 7 year old kid just bouncing around in the car. No idea who he is. But he seems to like it in there, so whatever.
I don't know the history of that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, if I get any readings off it, you never know.
You never know.
You never know what might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody just, it's weird, like somebody in that car. It just trips me out, man. And that's not the source of the negativity that I feel I hear. That's actually a little bit nicer energy. But there's somebody that just feels so angry out here.
It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the car, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't feel any anger coming off the car. Yeah. I feel like other spiritual energy, but something else is separate and distinct. There's somebody with, like, it was filled with self-loathing and hate and just didn't like anything about their life or their existence. A lot of pent-up resentment in the space is what I feel.
Yeah.
So
That could be very difficult to manage.
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with all that, but it's just really, really intense. Sometimes I can't even begin to explain why I feel some of the stuff that I feel. I just simply feel it.
Yeah.
Now I have a question.
Sure.
You say that could it be from somebody that's still living?
Oh yeah.
I empath. I empath
Yes.
living energy and deceased energy. I can, yeah, I absolutely can empath.
And you're
the
just
living.
feeling it towards that car?
No, the car's
No,
fine.
the car's fine.
The car's
It's
actually
just-
good.
But this energy.
There's something in this space, a lot of self-hatred and like depression and hating their life and hating people around them and a lot of anger, almost volatility, like a level of volatility, to where they're thinking about either taking themselves out or I don't know, like, and it's a really intense, upsetting energy that just is like permeated into the space. So a good smudge will clear it out.
Yeah.
It's just energy that's leached into the space.
Okay.
So, because I'm not getting any EMF
It could be
hits.
like a previous owner or something.
Something maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or my ex.
Or the ex, yeah.
Was he
Very,
kinda
very
angry?
possible.
This was yes. He
Okay.
was always angry.
Oh,
Okay.
wow,
Well,
Even when he said he wasn't angry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'm just feeling his energy like bleeding into the space.
Well, when this was his domain,
Right.
you know, this is where he hung out. We put in a new floor out here, and
man cave.
yeah, I know, right?
There's the temperature alarm, yeah. That was odd, though, just standing here.
I was on a timer. I could
the
hear
dryer-
it.
That was the kid, too, though.
No, the dryer started too.
Strange.
It's all
weird.
It's always strange with
But yeah,
us.
I can absolutely feel,
Living and dead. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
which is
know
why
that.
I could read his energy by him being alive. It's
Right.
it's part of the magic.
You can feel my energy. Do I have a good energy or negative energy about me?
Anxious and insecure, but you're deep down a really, really good person. You've done a lot of things that you regret, but you really stand up for what's also right. Like at the same time, like you've made a lot of mistakes that you feel stupid about, but you really stand up for what's good and right and defending people who are weaker than you and building people up. You like to be the champion of the underdog because you were the underdog, so you know how it feels. That's my assessment.
I'm not crying.
It's just allergies, right?
Allergies are getting me wrong,
Right,
I promise.
Oh man.
Because you really are. You really do have such a kind heart. Yeah.
I try.
You know, we do the best that we can. Nobody's perfect.
No.
And so
God, no.
don't ever think that you have to be perfect. You're not going to get everything right. You're not going to say everything right. You're sometimes going to hurt feelings. You're going to, things are going to happen. You're going to make choices that maybe don't lead to the best result sometimes. It's humanity.
We learn as we
with
go.
be okay with who, just be okay with
to
living
be
life.
human.
Yeah, I mean, you have to learn to just accept and let go of some things. And I think a lot of why your one friend came forward today was because they want you to work through some of the stuff that you've boxed up and put away so you can keep growing. It's all about just continued
Forgiving
growth.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the growth and the forgiveness, it's all about that so you can move forward because definitely was not your fault at all. His whole situation. So you have to just work through some of those emotions because he's here showing love, which means he's fine, he's transitioned, he's not earthbound, but he is concerned for you that you haven't unpacked that baggage yet. That's kind of his point.
Maybe it's time.
Time.
Yeah, I think so.
It's time.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think it's time for some fresh, good, old-fashioned healing.
That's
I
what we
don't
do.
know if we got this on what we talked about in the house, but like I told them in the house when they switched off the recorders, she hit on something that I have never spoken a word to anybody ever in my whole life.
That's so important.
And it was fairly specific.
And
Very
Yeah.
specific.
Well,
it's kind of creepy.
She creeps people out all
it's
the time.
creepy and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sort of my purpose in life, is just to bring forward whatever is meant for your healing. And yeah, it's true, you've never spoken that to anybody, even in any of your, people that you're close
Even
to
this
here.
circle,
Yeah, in your inner circle now. But your friend wanted to come forward because he knew how important this healing was. So he gave me that personal information to bring forward because it was necessary. It's
for your healing.
It's for your healing, and thank you for validating that. Thank you for validating that this was something that was private and close to you that you hadn't shared with a living soul. That just gives more valid, kind of validity to this experience.
I believe. I totally believe now. I was a little skeptical
Yeah.
before with the mumbo and the jumbo
Yeah.
stuff. It's gonna take me a few days to process
Yeah.
this.
It usually does. Yeah.
That's not a
You'll
good.
probably get an email from me in a couple days.
That's fine. That's
That's
fine.
good.
I'll definitely be sending you some resources too, just to
Yes.
make sure you can have the materials and information to keep things going. And I'll also send you some basic instructions on how to do a quick, light little blessing up there and leave you with a few tools
Absolutely.
for your son's room since he is not interested.
He's adamantly skeptical about mumbo and jumbo.
Sure.
And that's okay.
Doesn't
I
want to
mean,
believe, doesn't want to be part of it, nothing.
hey,
Sometimes people need that.
if
That's fine.
if that's where his soul is comfortable, I won't take him out of his comfort zone. I could probably go up there and flip him from here to Texas, but I'm not gonna. I don't need to. It's not what his soul needs right now, and that's okay. Today is about your guys' healing and what you need as a family, and then whenever he needs something, you know where to find us. I don't worry about skeptics because we're doing spirituality blended with science.
You
It's
know
not
where you go.
it's not for everybody, and that's okay. It doesn't need to be. We're taking theoretical physics and blending it with spirituality of the divine. And you're like,
Huh?
what planet am I on?
Yeah, right.
I don't understand.
confusing to
It doesn't
people.
compute to a lot of people. So, but we love what we do and we love helping people, and that's the bottom line. And that is where Rob finally got. Was you know what? They're helping people. Leave them alone.
Right.
Exactly.
Like who cares if it's not your bag of marbles? Then don't
That's
call.
fine. Then
Don't call them.
But let them do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And let them help.
And he's got a lot of maggots out there that they call
Yeah.
you. That have called you.
Yes, they have.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
It makes me realize there's that many people that actually looking for some closure.
There's a lot of debt out there.
Yeah, they've been looking for this kind of help for a long time, and they're like, well, I can't trust anybody because there are a lot of charlatans and crappy people out there and all that, terrible stuff, and or you get in the Google cave and you're out there forever and ever and ever, and you're buried in results of like. It's kind of like getting a nice referral from another friend. Like, hey, this guy did my flooring and it's really good. Then you feel like, oh, I can trust that.
Well,
And this is set for EMF, and there's nothing electronic about this, and I'm guessing this car hasn't run in quite a while.
It appears
There's
to have
nothing
been.
electronic here, and it's set for EMF.
Cool.
Right? Getting 5 and 6. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Good spikes on it.
Well, in that special.
Between 6 and 50 microteslas. So
That's all.
Or less above background on the stairs.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
there
heard-
we go. There we go. Some nice deep pain in here.
Isn't it?
The closer I get over here, I'm getting all this kind
Right.
of
Oh, it hurts so
pain
bad.
right up in here. Man, it hurts.
That's my side of the bed.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Yay.
You heard a
Pull you up
lot.
the physical mediumship part. Yikes.
That's my
Yeah.
side of the bed right
Ah.
You're getting jacked up pretty good.
I'm getting 10s. Is there an electric blanket on here?
there. No.
No.
I'm getting 10s on this side, too.
The whole bed's charged.
Oh.
We'll check his side too. They're all coming out of the closet.
Well, that light will turn on for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, it's a battery-operated motion
Well, it's
sensor
not.
light.
It's not for no reason. It's because they're touching it.
They need to stop.
You know what? I
I
mean,
know.
both sides are giving off 10. It actually is pretty uniform across the whole bed.
Okay. It's not a sleep number bed or anything like that.
No.
Nothing. That's
Regular
weird.
old mattress.
That's very strange.
About 10,
Old
about 10
mattress,
microteslas.
too.
So when I say 10,
microteslas.
yeah, when I say 10 microteslas, that's not real high
Sleep
energy. It's just that background energy, the anxiety you're giving off. It's nothing that's going to really hurt you, but it allows us to kind of zero in on
That
where
maybe why I
the
can't
energy
sleep.
happens. Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Well,
yeah.
your anxiety might actually be what's leaching the energy into the bed.
And I do want to
So
check
it
for.
becomes a cycle.
Okay.
Let's check the closet.
So cleansing you will help.
Alright.
It's almost like some of the Grand Central I'm feeling is some of it's like residual memory, like they've just been through here.
More EMF than static, and you actually usually see the reverse.
Yeah.
This is, I actually
But I
haven't been
still
checking
feel
for
them.
static.
I'm just not sure who I'm feeling.
Yeah, we do doggy static, but yeah, 10 microteslas of EMF. No, background static. We're getting a lot on the static. Go back to EMF. Yeah, you're getting off. You actually kind of are. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in that special.
Well, that's very interesting.
There's no reason for an air pressure change.
No.
No.
Windows cracked open, but
But they just
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
change the pressure that suddenly.
No.
That's interesting.
That's different.
What would that mean?
Or something wandered through
You
Or just
kind
walk
of-
by you?
that we
Yeah.
weren't really paying attention to.
So any kind of this is sort of we're getting to the mumbo and jumbo quantum physics part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you have anything that might be what we would call paranormal, where it's spirits interacting with the living, or it's spirits interacting with a space, that's going to cause a side effect of electromagnetic energy. It's that energy acting with the environment. It's that crossover between two levels of existence, and it causes sort of a bloom of electromagnetic energy. Sometimes it can be big, sometimes it can be very small. And that electromagnetic energy appearing in a space as a consequence of paranormal activity, it's sort of we're just talking about this in the car on the way up. The way to think of that electromagnetic energy, you know, as a consequence of spirits, it interacts in the space the same way a thunderstorm does. So when you're in a thunderstorm, temperature, air pressure, and humidity can change very, very quickly in a thunderstorm. So it's the same thing on a microcosmic scale. And when you have that EMF energy, that EMF cloud that we can't see with our eyes appearing in a space, it's going to affect those atmospheric levels in a space. It's going to change the air pressure, and it's going to change the temperature minutely. It's going to change the humidity, but it's so minutely that we can't really pick up on it or really notice it, but these meters can.
Yep.
Cool.
That's what we
That's
wander
what
around
we
with
do.
all this stuff
That's
for.
the mumbo jumbo science, and I know they want to do Spirit Box, and,
Yeah.
I think that we could get some closure from that.